Even after 25 years of One Piece serialization, we still can't make heads and tail of just who is the strongest in the fiction, and that is mainly because of the reason that Oda hasn't fully explored the strength of characters like Mihawk and Gorosei. Gorosei are as mysterious as ever. When they first appeared, they were mysterious, and well, of course, now that they are finally making their move, we hope to see more of them. But the legends that were shown in the One Piece are still so much of mystery to us, the rocks, and of course we must consider the fact that the characters like Sir Crocodile and Lucci had substantial growth in just 2 years. So before anything, make sure to subscribe the channel and press that like button. Let's get right into the video. In number 5 we have Monkey D. Garp, the hero of the Marines. In the recent 1000 FT chapter, we got to see just how strong he can be, and looking back at the Marine Ford, I guess Oda had to nerf him because, well, if he had used his true strength right there, then I don't suppose Marco would have been really that much lucky for getting up. But really great to see just how strong he can be when it comes to the fight between him and Blackbeard or the commanders of the Blackbeard, because it is interesting to see how the strongest Marine will have a performance in terms of power. And the number 4 is none other than Monkey D. Dragon, the most mysterious, the world's most heinous criminal. The epithet given to him by Oda himself represents just how much of an unknowing character he is for the world government. And Oda doesn't create a character out of substance. That makes us question, can he really stand as tall as the likes of him? Who is the leader, who is the king of the world government? My answer is yes, and that is all I'm going to tell. In number 3, I have Goldie Roger, and of course this might be a little complicated for you to understand because man, he's the king of the pirates. How can he not be in the top 1, top 2? But the thing is, Oda has already mentioned it time and again, and people still have hard time to believe the fact when you just clearly read it in the manga, in the anime, when you can just clearly read it vividly, it's right in front of your eyes. You are reading the text again and again that Whitebeard is the world's strongest man, and yes, we know that Roger was his equal, but well, not as much as he was. Roger was the man who became the pirate king, so we can say that he is the greatest pirate in the history of the One Piece. One of the biggest feat he has in his name is his bounty, the greatest bounty in the history of One Piece. But let's get on to the number 2 guy. And yes, of course, this is a true statement because Oda has been saying this from the day one, from the moment he was introduced in the manga. The world's strongest man, Whitebeard, Shirohige, Sekai Saikyo no Otoko. That means something, guys. Try to understand the fact that he is the strongest guy around. I mean, he has been that for the time when Roger was alive, after his death, and before his death. So, let me give you a little bit of clear context regarding just why he was called the strongest. So back in the days when his monstrous strength was growing, we saw regarding how strong he was during the clash of Conqueror courting between him and Roger. But the main fact to prove him that he is stronger than Roger is simply because of a statement by Oda. Oda says that he was the world's strongest man before the death of Roger, and even after the death of Roger, he was considered as the greatest pirate in the world. But that was after the death of Roger. The greatest pirate will definitely be Roger, and there is no doubt. So let's give a little bit of honorable mention to Luffy and Shanks, because we know they are the growing powerhouse in the franchise, but we really hope to see more of them. Then let's get on to our number 1 pick, Rox D. Zebek. When a man has commanders like Kaido, Big Mom, Whitebeard, Golden Line Shiki, Ochoku under his helm, well, you can say that, oh yeah, this guy is pretty goddamn strong, and he was the greatest rival, perhaps the greatest opponent faced by the Roger himself. It was stated by none other than Sengoku, so it didn't come out from some marine folders. Alright, so that is my list. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to subscribe the channel, and we also need to talk about just how strong Gear 5th is, because Luffy is virtually practically unbeatable, and the growth of Blackbeard is really astounding. He has already reached the 4 billion belly mark. And can we see more of Shanks? The fight between the Blackbeard pirates and Shanks red hair pirates is imminent. They are fated to clash against each other, and that is true. Regarding Luffy's power up, it is still strong, and he is currently the most unbeatable practicable character in the franchise.